Yo, how's it got? It was terrible, dude. My bad. How's it going, guys? So I'm gonna give you guys some pointers and kind of my own little story about fat loss, because it seems like that's what the people want. So they say give the people what they want. Um, but I mean, these are just some things I wish I knew a lot sooner. Because like fat loss for me has always been hard. I've always been like a routine eater. Eating was never a problem for me. I could eat, and it just like wouldn't affect me. I would be just fine. Um, and I would kind of use food as kind of an escape sometimes because, you know, I was younger, bored, depressed, all this different stuff, and eating for me was like my way of coping with things. Um, and it just tasted good and it felt good to just chomp on some cosmic brownies. And I always said, oh, I have a low metabolism and all this stuff, and there's plenty of excuses you can tell yourself, and sometimes they're true, but realistically, like, what are your habits and what are you doing with that? So what I kind of want to help you guys out with is just, if you're in a position kind of like that, or routine eating is just good for you, whenever you sit down and watch a video like me right now, I'm sitting here watching 7 extinct animals that could actually come back. Which, Forrest Galante, I love watching the guy. I love nature and stuff. So, my personal interests, very interesting video. What I want to do right now is go grab a bag of chips and eat it and just watch. Because that's always so comfortable to me. But I know it's not what's best for me. Um, and, it, I get it, dude. I can completely I get more fat over more skinny for sure. So I that's just kind of how I started out. I've been skinny and I've been fat, but I've always struggled more with being fat. So it was a bigger thing then. Um, but if I was gonna get into things kind of that really helped me burn fat and help me lose as much weight as I've lost in the past 3 weeks. If you haven't seen that, check out my previous video about like how my life changed in what was it, like 3 months or something. I went over a lot of fat loss stuff and it really helped me. And the picture on there is pretty legit. Like I lost that much fat in 3 months, and it's just kind of crazy because I haven't seen my abs since like middle school. So seeing them pop out again and actually with muscle on me was just like, I don't know, dude. It's one of those feelings you kind of got to be there to understand. And if you always had abs, more power to you. But um, okay, instead of me yapping, because I'm a yapper, I can talk forever. Um, what I wish I did more was just be active. It's very simple to say, um, but truth be told, being more active helps greatly. Um, like walking, literally walking, bro. If you walk 10,000 steps a day, I guarantee you're gonna lose weight, right? Unless you're eating like 5,000 calories a day, you're gonna lose weight. Just walk. Get like MyFitnessPal or something and just track your steps. Or a big one, Strava. That's what I use for running, but you can also use it for walking, and it's free. Um, you can use that for tracking steps and tracking how far you walk and how long it takes you to walk. And whenever you're doing something, walk. Like I'm gonna invest in a walking pad here sometime because walking is just so dang good for you. Um, Highly recommend. And when I started walking, getting my step count in, walking a lot, um, tracking stuff, it's just I could tell something was different. And going on walks is low key just so good for your mental clarity and being more clear. Um, Now I get why my grandparents go on walks, dude. It's just so chill, bro. Just go on walks too. Um, that's one of the things I wish I knew. And another one I can give you is tracking macros. A lot of people, this might get heated in the comments if this video blows up, but a lot of people use the defense that they don't want an eating disorder and all this different stuff when tracking macros and stuff. And I'm like, bro, an eating disorder, you're tracking your macros, you're doing something healthy. Like, as long as you don't set it like absurdly low or absurdly high, you have goals, and your goal isn't just to be super skinny. you're gonna be fine. There's nothing wrong with tracking macros, you know? So I always get kind of mad when I see that because I feel like a lot of people just use it as an excuse and because they can't track their macros because they can't commit to it. Um, you know? But if you guys are trying to track your macros, more power to you. Start tracking them, dude. Like track your carbs, your fats, and your proteins because if you don't track those, how are you going to know how much you're eating and why you aren't recovering or why you're not sleeping good? So much of the stuff plays out because of your macros. Your food literally contributes to your whole life. Like if your nutrition is bad, your weight is going to be bad, your lifting is going to be bad, you're going to be feeling like crap. You're it's just like something I didn't really take seriously at first, and right when I started taking it seriously and eating right before I work out, before I do anything, knowing the difference between how much I eat on rest days and workout days, understand how to eat before cardio and running, and like this stuff really impacts your mood and your mental health more than you think it does, you know? So I just can't yap about it enough, dude. It just track your macros, bro. Use Chronometer, MyFitnessPal if you can't afford a coach, um, because it's just a game changer. Because the one thing I do have a problem with is it doesn't like the thing with those. You're never gonna get a completely accurate answer unless you have like I guess a nutritionist coach or um, I don't know, maybe a fitness coach, but um, like someone who knows more about. I'm not an expert with nutrition, but I know how to bulk up, how to cut, and how to lean bulk. So I got that for me because that kind of is my job. I am a fitness coach, so I'm not trying to preach to you, but the only way you're going to get an accurate reading on how much you should be eating is through an expert or maybe a doctor, probably. A nutritionist is probably the best bet. Um, and yeah, I mean, tracking and knowing your amount is really important. So just with Chronometer, be careful. It's not always 100% accurate, but it is definitely the best free alternative. Another one. Let me think. Ooh, sitting right in front of me. Drink your water, man. If you're not drinking water, blood's not flowing, energy's not going. You're not having the ability to gain fat or not gain fat. You don't want to gain fat. Lose fat because your body doesn't have the right fuel in it to do that. It's like a car burning gas. Think of gas as the fat, and that was a terrible analogy. I don't even know where I was going with that. Um, I'm trying to get better with those though, so it makes my explaining better. But I don't know how to think of it. Just think about it like you need water because water helps burn fat. That's what I can tell you. It's true. So try working on that, bro. It helps a lot. Um, dude, I'm pausing a lot. Um, it's pretty late, so I'm like, I need to get a YouTube video out, dude. And I know fat loss is really important. A lot of people need tips for that. I'm trying not to rinse and repeat the same things, though. I'm trying to go more into... I've gone into hyper-specific ones like chewing, dude. Chewing can actually impact how you eat a lot. Oh, good one. Goated one right here. I promise you, this will change. Up your protein intake and you will eat less. Up it. Like your body weight, grams per pound, that's the amount you need to build or maintain muscle. But if you want to be full, up your protein even more, bro. Because the protein is what keeps you full. And I notice I've been having really bad cravings, so I snack. But then I start upping my protein because I'm like, I don't need all this in carbs because I don't use it all. And bro, I feel freaking full. I'm eating like 20. I'm only like at 2,400 calories, and my maintenance is probably 2,800, 3,000, somewhere in there. So up your protein, man. It helps a lot. Apart from that, that's kind of all I got for you. Fat loss. I can't really think of anything else, but those were really important cornerstones for that. If you are looking to lose a lot of fat, though, I do have a fat loss plan. If you're interested, check out the link. I got a Calendly link so we can set up a call, see if we're a good fit. That's always an option, but if you want to do it on your own, you can always use those. You can always use those resources I told you about because that's what I used at the start, and it low key is a game changer when you start applying them. So work hard, bro. I believe in all you guys. You guys got this. If you guys want to see what I'm up to, check out my Instagram description. All this stuff is in description. Post a lot on there. Like to see what I'm up to, check it out. I post a bunch of my stories. So I love you guys. Keep working hard, dude. You're put on this earth more, more than you think you're here more for good stuff. What am I even saying, bro? It's freaking too late for me. I'm like a baby. I go to bed at like freaking like 8 p.m. most of the time. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So but anyways, dude, I believe in you guys. Keep working hard, dude. You were put on this earth to not be fat and lazy or skinny and scrawny, bro. You're here to get freaking jacked, bro. Come on, let's be for real. You're here to get jacked, dude. But apart from that, let's be fit. Let's stay active. Love you guys. Peace.